And today we are going to see about Euler momentum theorem, that is known as generalized force of momentum theorem. So the statement for the Euler's momentum theorem is the resultant thrust on the fluid contained within the closed surface S is equal to the reversed resultant of the body force on the enclosed fluid together with the rate of change dou by dou t of the momentum of the fluid and the rate of flow of momentum outwards across the boundary of S. So the equation is given here, that is nothing but the resultant thrust on the fluid body is, and that this is known as a resultant thrust on the fluid body that is contained in the closed surface S, that is equal to the reversed is nothing but minus reversed resultant of the body force enclosed within the fluid, together with an addition to that the rate of change, that is dou by dou t of the momentum of the fluid, dou by dou t of the momentum of fluid, and the rate of flow of momentum. This is known as rate of flow of momentum, that is outwards across the boundary. So outwards the boundary, that is denoted as minus boundary of surface S, so that is denoted as S. This is the statement for Euler's momentum theorem. The proof is, consider the fluid body at time t occupies the interior of the closed surface S. So at one fluid body which at time t occupies the interior of the closed surface. In the closed surface S, at which time t it occupies the fluid. So the linear momentum at time t is for that fluid. The linear momentum with respect to time is that we know that the momentum is denoted as mass into velocity. Mass can be written as density into volume. The density is denoted as rho and the volume is denoted as d tau, and the velocity is nothing but q vector. So for the particular point we are denoting the linear momentum as rho d tau q vector. For the whole surface we have to denote it as an integral. So integral v rho q vector d tau. So this is the rate of change of linear momentum, and this is the linear momentum with respect to time. The rate of change of linear momentum, it will be seen in the equation of the motion of an inviscid fluid. So that form is taken here, dou by dou t of integral v rho q vector dot d tau minus integral s rho q vector dot n cap ds. By using the second law of motion, what is the second law of motion is the total force acting on this fluid body is equal to the linear momentum, and the linear momentum is equal to the total force acting on this fluid body. So our rate of change of linear momentum is nothing but this one. This will be equal to the force acting on the fluid body. So that will be what are the forces acting on the fluid body is nothing but the normal pressure thrust on the boundary. So normal pressure thrust, that can be written as integral s n cap p ds plus external force, that is external force, that is integral v f vector rho d tau. So the forces acting on the fluid body is equal to the rate of change of linear momentum. So our external forces are this one, and the normal pressure thrust on the boundary and the external force, that is equal to the rate of change of linear momentum that we already know. So taking this one to this equal right hand side means we get integral s n cap rho ds equal to minus f vector rho d tau plus dou by dou t of integral v rho q vector d tau minus this term. So we have to prove this term as our Euler's momentum form. So already we in the statement we know that we have to prove this by considering the rate of change of linear momentum is equal to the total force acting on the fluid body. We derive this form. So our proof is clear now. Hope you all understand, and thank you.